Well, I want to be rich. How rich? What does rich mean? How much money? Is it in liquid cash? Is it in stocks? Is it in crypto? In which country is it held? How do you diversify to protect yourself against matrix attacks? Who's your accountant? What's the name of the banks your money's held in? What are you going to buy?
Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. That's a half a ticket right there.
Social media is an unreal reality. We are seeing what other people explicitly choose to put online.
If what you're viewing on social media is making you feel worse, then you have to stop looking at it, right?
Hello and welcome. Now, if you are a big user of social media, there is a possibility it's feeding you with one toxic message. You are not enough. Yeah, and that's probably why you're on a diet of exercising, planning on a social withdrawal, overworking, and trying to be perfect. However, the bad news is you can never be perfect. Alright, don't unsubscribe. I'm gonna explain.
You know, I'm so glad that you brought this up, and I do see a connection between teen depression and social media in my practice.
Social media has mind-fucked people.
But I was too late. I'm so sorry. If these people that run these companies watch and see the pain that us parents are going through, I would hope that they would want to do better.
Personally, while I was enjoying staying connected on social media, I was starting to feel this toxic feeling of addiction, depression, anxiety, always surrounded by this fear of missing out anytime I wanted to quit social media. I was in a world full of friends that I never get to meet, and I thought I was happy, but it was just a thought, because ironically, above all this, I felt lonely and isolated. And I remember this constant feeling of sadness, dissatisfaction, frustration, and loneliness that came from every scrolling from one social media app to another. And that's probably why it took me long to make this video before finally realizing I was not going through this alone.
Come off. People just need to come off social media, because you got real men here in the flesh telling you what they like, and you're saying,
she said
yeah,
no.
but online.
She disagreed.
Well, yeah, but she's saying, but online they tell me you can't see who's online.
Guys online, gaslight.
Okay.
You see, 91% of youths are using social media for social networking, and the rate of depression and tension in younger people has risen by 70% in the past 25 years. The question is, how did we exactly end up here?
The insecurity levels have raised to an all-time high because my belief is now, I posted something, people are saying these things underneath, I don't want to go outside because this is how they feel. So I've now put this shit in my head that as soon as I walk outside, if you look at me, you talking about my post, ain't you? What post? Fuck are you talking about?
Right.
You saw my post, didn't you? And that's why you looking at me like that. What? We now think that this is the way of the world.
Right.
And we're so engulfed into it that the negative is so loud that you don't even see the positive.
In a recent survey of 1,500 British adults who used social media, nearly two-thirds said they felt inadequate or jealous of others after screen time. which is understandably expected after seeing these strangers who seem to have it all together, taking vacations, lots of likes and online friends, which for some reasons I have always felt these comparisons are unfair.
I'm a big believer that the people who are happiest in their relationships almost never post about it on social media. It's usually the couples that are constantly posting each other on stories or constantly making, these over-the-top celebration posts about, adornment and how much they love each other. Usually those are the couples, when you meet them in real life, there's like a million red flags.
Well, the truth is simple. Most of these standards are fake. People only post edited versions of their lives on social media. And so basically what you see is exactly what they want you to see. Like they have another life that they don't want you to see. And yeah, I also want to travel the world, post pictures just like this influencer. Yeah, except I just don't know how to carry the same cloud everywhere I go. Yeah, congratulations. This is Kylie Jenner. Yep, you heard that right. And that's before she went ahead with a plastic surgery. Don't get me wrong, not trying to shame her or something, but she admitted that growing up she felt so confident until her insecurities started coming through before she actually got her lip filled, which also turned out was not the best thing to do, according to her.
One of the biggest misconceptions about me is that I was like this insecure child and I got so much surgery to change my whole face, which is false. I've only gotten fillers, and I feel like I don't want that to be a part of my story. I will always want everyone to just love themselves.
And if you're confident in yourself, if you continue seeing these things, it does make you feel like you need to change and you need to follow these standards.
Every lady wants to look like these models stroke influencers, and there we are. This is where the toxic beauty industry creeps in. So tell me, what do you do when you want a client to come back to your shop again? Yeah, you're right. Keep them wanting more and more. And you know you're building an empire when they start to feel like you complete them and they can't possibly live without you. You see, the thing about these beauty companies is that they will always keep you insecure so that you can come back again and again to buy their lipsticks, mascaras, eyelashes, and so on. Is it a coincidence that most of these models or influencers own beauty companies or partner with them? I would never think so. In fact, most women today use makeup just to boost their self-confidence, mood, and general opinion about themselves, which is insanely worrying because most women actually think they look way average without makeup.
This filter is wild, and yet another reason that you cannot trust everything you see on social media. These beauty standards are crazy, and I'm not here for it. If I wanted to look like this every day, I would either have to spend hours doing my makeup or spend thousands of dollars on plastic surgery. It's not gonna happen. Now let me show you what I really look like. Here she is, no filter. I just really hope you know that you do not need to be using filters in order to feel accepted or beautiful. Because girl, your beauty is way prettier than any filter I've ever seen.
Maybe their parents just got divorced, maybe it's COVID. There must be a million different questions you could ask, that you would take a lot of different studies. Those studies could happen. Those should be happening. They're not happening.
Why don't they let the researchers
Because
in?
they don't want people to know what's happening on their platform. Those experiments are not being run because the companies just won't let them.
And now with the toxic social media culture, something on your body is always too big, too thin, too small, too short, too fat, or too much. I mean, even for natural features like wrinkles that we all know come with old age, they still find a way to make you feel insecure about it. Honestly, the beauty industry is way too deep and dark. We can't even cover the smallest half of it. Leave a comment if you think it's something we should fully discuss in a future video.
People look like they have a much better life than they really do. People are posting pictures of when they're really happy. They're modifying those pictures to be better looking. People basically seem they're way better looking than they basically really are, and they're way happier seeming than they really are. So if you look at everyone on Instagram, you might think they're all these happy, beautiful people, and I'm not that good looking and I'm not happy, so I must suck. Some of the happiest seeming people, actually some of the saddest people in reality.
When we talk about fake social media lifestyle, it gets even crazier. I mean, sometimes it could be embarrassing.
Host of fame on a reality show posted a photo of herself in business class thinking that no one would recognize her. She captioned the photo with, "Next stop, Monaco." But unfortunately for her, a fan ended up spotting her in economy class wearing the exact same outfit as in the post. They then took a sneaky pic of the influencer in her seat, and within a matter of moments it went viral on Twitter.
Well, this is Dancer, a 25-year-old Mexican rapper running an Instagram empire with over 150k followers. He also runs a YouTube channel. His net worth around $10 million. I mean, I'm yet to listen to any of his songs, but you just can't blame me because most people know him for a different reason.
¿Tienes más dinero tú o has Spanish?
How he lives. I mean, if you still don't feel my point, let me add that he recently had gold hair planted on his scalp through a surgery procedure. I mean, what's the point? I mean, social media is full of these millionaires trying to get your attention by either showing off or pretending to help you grow financially and be like them. For example, this clip here, Andrew Tate makes his lecture while moving around super expensive cars, and I can tell this formula really works for him.
Car, is it a Lamborghini? Is it a Ferrari? Is it a McLaren? How much does it cost to the dollar? You talk about your dream life. You don't even know what your dream life is. How do you expect to get to a destination when you don't know where you're going? Do you understand? I designed my dream life long ago, before I was born.
You see, the relationships that you are scrolling through may change how satisfied you are with your relationship, because they seem to be better than what you have. And what you will see mostly on these social media platforms like Instagram are these curated and filtered posts that only highlight unrealistic images of what relationship is. You see, research reveals that couples that post on social media experience lower levels of happiness compared to those that refrain from frequent posting. Yeah, and if you ask me, the reason behind this is because these couples actually end up trying to compare their relationships or their partners with what they see on social media. So basically, people are not happy with their relationships because they have seen better on social media. What they fail to understand is what we see on social media is sometimes filtered. Okay, tell me, how often do you see people looking like these in your area, except on social media? I mean, even doing what seems normal and caring to your woman today makes you lesser of a man or weak on social media. It's crazy because there lies a big difference between simping and caring. Simping is showing excessive or foolish admiration or even attention towards your partner, often with expectation of receiving something in return. Caring for someone, on the other hand, is about showing genuine concern and affection for another person. It could be some act of kindness, support, or understanding. Unfortunately, the social media does not see this difference. And what happens is most relationships end up breaking. Relationship is not all about domination like social media preaches. I feel it's more like being a caring gentleman, and a lot of women would actually want to be around you. Trust me. And right there, my people, even the most ridiculously gorgeous people feel like they are not enough. I mean, seeing photos of gorgeous teen models photoshopped into what we've deemed to be the image of perfection can make anyone feel inadequate. I mean, up and including these models themselves. And so if you want to be perfect, I would prefer you start here. No, I'm just kidding. You see, nobody has it all. Nobody. And I cannot blame these people for faking it because it pays their bills. Yeah. Cut off social media and have some time with yourself. My people, instead of always being online, you could be in the present, living more. For example, when was the last time you looked at the sky? Yes, I know you see it every day, but when was the last time you actually looked at it? Instead of being up online till late night, why not open your window and say hi to the stars? I mean, they are beautiful. Why not look through the window next time you travel and enjoy the views? You see, currently you've probably been so indulged into your phone, you don't even realize how beautiful is the ground you're standing on. Why not find a new book and start reading? You see, the moment you've always dreamt of is probably seated right beside you, and you just need to stop scrolling and look beside you with a smile, and the world would smile back. If it's too much, I advise you can seek therapy.